Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another house building video. Today we're building something that I really wanted to do and I thought would be a little bit of fun as just building a house that is, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of the house in Lemony Snicket, A Series of Unfortunate Events, though I did just find an image on Google where it was like, I can't remember what I searched. I don't know, I searched something, like, maybe it was like interesting homes or something, and it was like a house that was kind of off the edge of a cliff, going out over the ocean a little bit. Now, obviously, because we don't have any terrain tools, or really you can't actually build over water. What I did instead is, because we have like pools, I was like, let's use a pool for the water. That's a no-brainer. And then let's use these rocks and all that to create the sort of illusion. The illusion, Michael. I don't know why I'm going Arrested Development on that, but anyway, the illusion that it's sort of, sitting on a cliff, it's like sort of perched up there over this lake, and I don't know, it creates this really interesting sort of aspect, and that's the main focus of this build, is that, it's over these, like this lake with these rocks, and those, the rocks that I actually use there is, I believe that's like a coffee table, and then the other one's an end table. The thing is, when you size them up, they perfectly match the height of a floor. So like you can see how perfectly it sort of just levels. It's just underneath where it would stick through the floor. So it creates this perfect platform to build off of. So if you ever want to build with rocks and you want the house to be on like rocks, use these like end tables and coffee tables because they work so well. Anyway, so I kind of went for it's kind of, this part of the house I feel is kind of I guess, what would you call it? I guess kind of, would you say it's French? It kind of reminds me of like New Orleans-y kind of feel, or New Orleans if you prefer. That kind of feel with the sort of balcony and the what do you call it? Man, words escape me. Sorry, I'm recording so many videos lately because, as some of you may or may not know, I am going to be away for the next couple of weeks. So I've been recording a bunch of videos in a couple of days to, so to cover the time I'm away. So yeah, words apparently escape me because I've used too many in the last few days to be able to keep up. Now, some of you may have seen this build in the Mirror Cube build video, because I remember some people asking, like they notice a house in the background. It's like, is that house floating or whatever it was? Because I think I started building this before I took the screenshots on the other build, and that's why it's sort of, you could kind of see it there. But yeah, no, it's not floating. It's on top of rocks. What did happen though is because I moved my sim out, so the rocks disappeared, so it was actually floating for a bit, but I put them back. Now, I really wanted to build make this house really drab, like super drab and just super disgusting on the inside. And, well, not disgusting, but it's just super kind of, I guess, gross, cheap, that kind of feel. That's the feel I really wanted to go for. And I couldn't be happier with how the furnishing turned out in this. As you can see here, the layout was really quite stupid at the start. I was going to have this 3-wide corridor in this tiny house and try and fit it all in that way, but it didn't really work. So I just stripped it back and started over and made it just, it made more sense. So I just made the hallway 2 squares wide instead, because that meant I could fit bigger rooms on the right-hand side, smaller rooms on the left, and it just kind of generally worked out a lot better doing it that way. So we still have the idea of this corridor running through from the entrance of the house to the back. The back area there is going to be like, the living room, kitchen, dining, all that kind of stuff. Then we have bedrooms here at the start, and then a bathroom as well, just at the front of the house. So, and I think it kind of works well. And I am actually, I really love the furnishing of this house, because it's just it's like messy, and it's drab. The colors are all really dull, but then they're dull, but it's not boring though. And I think that's what made it work as well as it did. Or at least that's why I think it works. So I just added a couple of... I don't know if I just added a couple of stairs there, but I added the banisters to the stairs at the front. I think I already did the stairs. And then we go with these beautiful looking wall lights, because I thought that is... You got to have wall lights in a house like this, it's just... Ooh, it's good. I really wish you could have... like uneven floors somehow, so it kind of looked like the house is collapsing in the middle. Like in Lemony Snicket, where the house is just like all over the place, and it's just I wish you could do that. That'd be so fun. All right, so yeah, just getting the main lighting in all the bedrooms and the hallway are those wall lights, but then I do add in like lamps on the side tables and all that kind of stuff. Now, I guess the neatest room in the house is this master bedroom. Well, I say it's a master bedroom. I don't know if you could call it a master because it's literally just a bed and a wardrobe, but it technically is the master bedroom. It's the biggest bedroom, has a double bed, all that kind of stuff. Then we get 2 other bedrooms, I guess designed kind of for, one's for a kid, one's for a teen. I also just realized that the room that I assigned to the kid is actually bigger than the one that the teenager gets, but you know, tough luck. The kid obviously had dibs first, so that's fine. You know, the kid came out on top. Even the curtains, we went with this kind of gross looking, looking like rag that just drops down in front of it. I don't know. It's just, I had a lot of fun with this. I had a lot of fun with this build just because, you know, the last build we did was like super modern and just all this modern furniture and mirrors everywhere. And then this is just like the complete opposite. It's disgusting. It's dirty. It's vile. Oh, it was good fun. It's good fun. Bathroom's pretty simple as well. No shower, of course, because if we're going for a house like this, I don't think that'd be a shower. It'd just be maybe a bathtub shower combo, but we just went for a basic bathtub, toilet, and a sink. Kept it all pretty standard and just got a few little details in here and there. And one thing that I did on purpose as well is a lot of the items don't necessarily match in terms of their colors, and they're just kind of like bits and pieces that they've got over the years, and they're just sort of thrown in the house to make it all work together and just to fill out the rooms. Like you can see that set of drawers and the mirror are a different color to the bed and the side table, and it just gives it this sort of really kind of mishmashed kind of feel of just, you know, it also kind of feels like a hoarder's house, you know, like what the hell is that TV show called? Is it just called Hoarders? Probably. I don't know. The TV show where they like go inside these people that just hoard and then just have mess everywhere. It kind of makes me, this house reminds me of that as well. It's just got like this mess. There's just items crammed into every nook and cranny, just trying to fit in as much as they can. And I had so much fun with it. I also love, and I do this a lot, because if you've watched any number of my builds here in The Sims 4, I usually get a bunch of posters on the wall and sort of, and I think that's one of the coolest things you can do is just get all these different posters and layer them on the wall, because it, I don't know, it creates this really interesting sort of texture to the wall and all this color, and even though all the items themselves are pretty bland, and that was by design, the posters, they add a little bit of flair, so we don't have to, you know, have a brightly colored side table or something like I've done in the past, whereas in this one we're using all the posters to get those colors in. I even put in the nightlight for the kid because I know now in live mode how annoying it is to have a stupid monster waking up everybody in the house. I mean, it's a cool idea in theory, but it is really annoying, and I was just like, oh god. So just put that in there. Bunch of little toys. So this room I had a bit of fun with as well. Like you can see I put the bed in the middle, then we have that sort of room divided there. So you have like this sort of little private corner where you can get changed with the wardrobe and that. I thought that was kind of fun. I broke up the room a little bit as well, rather than just having sort of one large room. It also makes the room look a little bit smaller because, again, I was like, oh yeah, I kind of assigned the bigger room to the kid, which, I don't know. I feel like that's not fair, but anyway. I love... And I've said this so many times, but I love how drab this place is. Like the floors are grey, the walls are grey. Then you have all these like disgusting wood colors. It's just, it's so good. I think it suits this build so well. Oh, it's good. It is good. And it's getting some like sort of runners down the hallway there, and a couple of side tables as well. They could put keys on and that. And those pipes that I put next to the front door. I don't know. I thought that was just another little thing. It could be like water mains or so. I don't know, just something that's just like they haven't bothered to properly like enclose it and it's just on display and all that kind of stuff. Now, one of my other favorite things here is the super cramped tiny kitchen, which don't know how well it will actually work for gameplay. I think it'll be all right, but it won't be fantastic. But we go for this tiny kitchen because right now this whole room is like open plan, which I very quickly decided doesn't really make sense in this build, considering everything else is in rooms and it's all like walled in, especially because this is kind of an older style build as well. It's definitely not a new build. It wouldn't be something that someone would build today, you know. So I felt like it would be all walled off, and the kitchen would be in there, and I wanted to have like a little server's window, through to the kitchen where you can see that. Really wish you could. I really wish there was windows that didn't have glass on them. But instead, what I did is I just used a half wall, put cabinets up the top, so it sort of created a seamless kind of wall there. And then on the other side of the kitchen there, that's the dining room as well. So the dining room's closed in, the kitchen's closed in, and then you have like the living room and all the bedrooms. So everything is separate. It's all closed because that's how you would imagine it being. Especially, well, at least, I don't know if you imagine that's how it's being, but that's how I imagine it. And that's why I built it that way. So we just get this super little cramped kitchen. Lots of storage though. There's like lots of cabinets and all that kind of stuff in here. So you're definitely not short on like places to put things, which is really good. Now the living room, I quickly realized it was actually really, really big. So I had to do a few little tricks and bits and bobs here to make it look a little bit smaller than it was, because I want this place to feel cramped, tiny, cluttered, hoardish. I don't even know if that's a word. You know, where hoarders would live, where they just keep everything. You know, it just cramped and just like kind of dirty as well. Like that's really what I'm going for. So I got that rug in the middle, put a coffee table on it. That sort of just closes in the space as well, making it all a little bit smaller. Of course, we have the fireplace with the TV on top, with a bunch of books just sitting next to it and all that kind of. We're just putting items everywhere. Also, I decided I needed a fireplace because I have like 2 chimneys on the roof. So I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense. We should probably have a fireplace somewhere in the actual house. And then again, just placing a bunch of items around the place. We've got end tables, we've got the lamp in the corner. Just really, really going against everything and just closing it in, just making it feel really quite small and really quite cluttered is the idea I'm going for. And again, layering like pictures and that on the walls as well, like hiding all the large wall space also makes the room feel smaller. Because of course, if there was another window there or something, it would feel a lot larger. Then, because this place was about like hoarding items and all this clutter, I was like, you know what, maybe like having an artist here would be pretty good, because then you have all the like this like sort of canvas rack there, the easel next to it, so it's just all this stuff shoved in there. And then in a second you'll see me building the office area, which is just here, which I think is really, really cool too. I had fun with this one. Got 2 huge bookcases at the back, then we got a nice big desk, like sort of kind of an executive desk, you know, it's like this big sort of big chair and all that. And then we're just putting boxes and boxes of crap everywhere as well, just to really feel like they haven't gone through all this stuff in years. It's just piling up. This is the house where a creative individual and maybe their family lives, and they just haven't cleaned it in years because they've all got things to do. They've got busy lives. You know, there's no time to clean the house, so let's all just leave it there. Or maybe they haven't finished moving in properly and they've just kind of shoved stuff where it goes, and that's fine. So like there, like I just shoved all those boxes in there. Don't know if they can use that bookcase, but to be honest, I didn't really care because I thought it looked kind of cool. And just got one of those sort of carpets from the hallway, one of those runners, just sort of tie it in with the hallway as well. And again, even placing rugs on the floor just makes the place feel smaller rather than just having a blank floor. It just really just like compacts the space. Like it's like living in a trash compactor, this house. It really, really is, because it's so dark, it's so drab, it's so cluttered. I don't know, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, especially this kitchen. It's like beautifully tiny. It's great. I think it's really cool. No, I'm really excited about this house. Like it's on the surface, it is a pretty simple build on the outside. I mean, essentially, it's just a rectangle, right? It's just a rectangle, but then we made that rectangle something something that's really easy to build. We made it interesting by, you know, moving that rectangle up the ground, putting a couple rocks and a pool underneath that, and it makes it look way different instantly. Like if this was just on the ground, it was just a big rectangle, I don't think it would look nearly as interesting or nearly as cool, I guess. So that's just like one of the things I always say is like, and the way I do is I just keep adding stuff until it looks cool and looks interesting. And this is really just a simple build that all I did was move it off the ground and put a pool underneath it at the end of the day. But I think it really, really works. Like it really works. And then I played off of that theme of the dirty lake underneath and had all this sort of old looking building. Oh no, the wallpaper on the side up there is wrong. Next to the window there, you see that? Oh, you probably noticed that earlier. Damn it. It's too late for me to fix it now. I've already shared it to the gallery. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, well, now you know you can go fix it. Apologies. Damn it. I just noticed that now. Oh, well, it's all right. Anyway, just going around the pool. I didn't want to go too insane with the number of rocks, because just recently we did that sort of rock pool build, which I think is really, really awesome, but I didn't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I wanted to look more like just like a lake with some grass and that around it, nothing too crazy. But here are the beautiful exterior shots with that wallpaper facing the wrong way. Damn it. You can see it right there facing the wrong way. That's annoying. Oh well, I think it still looks really cool. I love that shot there where you look out over the ocean. And again, I mean, look at the exterior of this build. It's super simple. It's a rectangle with a bunch of windows and some wallpaper. Wallpaper that I messed up on the other side, mind you. But then I think the real magic is when we come inside here. I like just that hallway looks good. And this is the child's bedroom, obviously, with all the posters and all that. The teenager's bedroom, I assume. I don't know. I'm just categorizing it. Of course, you could use it for whatever you want. The mismatched bathroom, looking pretty drab in there. It's what I like to see. The master bedroom, the cleanest house in the room, because, you know, mum and dad, or, you know, the parents, they want to feel a little, they want to get away from it. And then the living room is just an absolute clutter. I love that screenshot there. I think that works so well. I'm so happy with that. Anyways, guys, if you want to download this, you can click the link in the description down below. That will take you to the gallery and you can download it. Or you can search for hashtag TheSimSupply or search for my origin ID, which is TheSimSupply, the same as my username here on YouTube, just without the spaces. And you can go check it out there. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time and have an awesome day.